Oh, girl, we have a lot to talk about. Look at this wand I got on Temu, honey. Look. Okay, it's fierce. Can you leave a like on this video? No? How about now? Can I get a super chat? Can I get some taco money, honey? Okay, let's go, guys. We have so much to talk about. All right, so first thing I want to talk about is Trisha Paytas scammed Jeffree Star, or Jeffree Star scammed Trisha Paytas. Huda Beauty is closing down. What is going on with the girls, and so much more. So before we go any further, I just want to start with saying these Pokemon people who are collecting Pokemon cards, I have been seeing so many videos of people scalping. Let me show you this card collecting scam Pokemon. Here we go.
There you go. This little crazy is gonna get 10 lemons, right? 10 lemons. That's one next to the David Baskin. All right, my wine. All right, here, my wine. Pretty sugar. Well, that's bad. What's your beef? You just drink. And empty. All posse, all parent. Only fatty. No more. I want to die. One of these kids said, I'm not all to that. Are you? Go ahead. Oh, there you go. Hey, lights out. Get out. Yo, chill out. Ooh, damn limit. Here. Ooh, that's up. Oh, chill out. Chill out. Oh, just like that. My opposite. And he's got.
Now, allegedly, one Pokemon card can get you $200-300. So they're scalping it, and you know they're gonna resell it at a higher price. So sad, but you know it's just that's the way the world is, girl. It's just crazy to see it done. You know, like to witness it like that. Like whoa. Anyways, I digress. Okay. I do want to go a little bit further because Huda Beauty and her sister Mona Katan. So you got Huda Katan and Mona Katan. So you got Huda Beauty, and her sister owns a company called Kayali, which is the fragrances. Well, they've always done everything together under the Huda Beauty, like, you know, brand. Now they're separating, and they went and told us that they're going to be two entities that have different investors. It's kind of a long one, so grab a snack and come on back. But here's what they had to say. Here we go.
My baby sister. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna cry. Hey everyone.
Hi guys.
Mona and I are together here today because we have a very important announcement about Huda Beauty and Kayali. We've been planning for a couple of years.
Almost 2 years now, if not longer.
We didn't want to go the traditional route of talking to press. We wanted to talk to you guys directly because you're our community and you guys are so important to us. You guys are the reason why we're here. We were advised not to do this.
Huda's rebel.
You are too now.
A little bit.
So Huda Beauty and Kayali are breaking up. Is that too dramatic?
It's very dramatic.
So you guys know Mona and I both founded Huda Beauty. It was a big project for us. I mean, it was really like in 2010, we launched the brand 2013, but it was, you know, our first venture as sisters. You know, our other sister was involved as well. Alia, who gave me the money to start everything, the $6,000 that started everything. But we started that business together and it was a wild ride for us. Through that, Mona had always been passionate about fragrance, as you guys know. She started Kayali. I helped her start it. It hasn't always been easy working together because she has lots of visions, lots of passion, if you want to talk to it.
So I've always wanted to create a fragrance brand. Like, I actually even told Huda, before we even started Huda Beauty, I was like, what about creating a fragrance brand together? I've always had such a passion for fragrances. And, you know, when Huda Beauty started to take off, we both had to focus. Everybody had to focus. Like, Huda was so passionate about what we were doing at Huda Beauty, and I did everything I could to support her along with, you know, Alia, Chris, the whole family, the whole team. But, you know, so when we launched Kayali 2018, we did it together 2019. I tried to get Huda to do it with me, but she was so busy building the company.
No, but also I didn't want to do it.
And she
didn't want to do it.
She didn't want it as bad as I wanted her to want it.
No, I wanted it for you. And that was the thing. Like, Mona is a little bit more codependent on me. That's probably my parents' fault. Love you, Mom and Dad, but it's definitely their fault. But
I didn't realize I was codependent till 2020. I did therapy. It was actually the very end of 2019 I started therapy. Then during 2020, during lockdown, I did a lot of therapy. And I actually had no idea that I was this codependent. And I was like, oh my God, I'm really like holding myself back. Like, I remember...
Don't do it.
I think also moving around so much in our lives made us
Yeah.
like even more codependent.
And we were always misfits. Like we always
Yeah.
lived in places where nobody looked like us, nobody was like us. We were almost like this unit. And so it made things like really tough for us. And so we were very connected and healthily.
Yeah.
And so when we started the brand, it was like a gift because we were so powerful together. But then also like, you know, things started to grow. We built teams, we
Yeah.
had all this stuff. So we could actually do things, you know, and we didn't need this codependency anymore. Like, and it's been so amazing to watch Mona, you know, since she has taken on Kayali on her own and since she's been like just this driving force behind Kayali, it's been amazing to see what she's become. I genuinely believe, and I'm sorry to all the other fragrance founders out there, but I know talent when I see it. She's a genius. She is, I do believe, the fragrance genius. The way that she sees things, she has a vision. So I genuinely believe in everything she does. Because transparently, not many people believed in Kayali. You know, when we launched our skincare brand, it like flew. It was like dominating. Obviously, we had a CEO in place. I wasn't really happy with where I saw Huda Beauty going, and I had to like reshuffle my focus. I couldn't focus on our skincare brand anymore. I just like was like, I have to focus on Huda Beauty. And Mona was coming to me, and she was worried about Kayali, and you know, I got a lot of pushback. Oh, you should be focusing on Huda Beauty, on Wishful. Don't focus on Kayali. I remember saying this to Mona, and I remember almost like it was like a moment where I was like, Moni, people don't believe in Kayali. You need to make it happen. And she was like, let's do this together. And I was like, no, you got to make it happen.
We are separating as a company. We're already two separate brands, but now we are separating as teams and companies. And we put together a plan. We worked on it really intensely. We had to hire, you know, bankers to help us find, you know, new partners for Kayali and to just help us, you know, find the right investor to take over and everything. So we finally got there yesterday.
Yeah. God, it was so emotional.
For the past 18 months, you know, we've worked really hard together and we finally have secured partners to help build the business. I know some people have already heard about this coming because there was some news leaked in September last year. You know, there's an article that came out which led to a few more articles saying like, oh, is Huda Beauty selling Kayali? Lots of speculation happened. This is just normal in this type of process. Lots of rumors happen. You know, Huda Beauty is selling their shares, but I'm fully vested in Kayali. I've shifted everything from Huda Beauty to Kayali so I can just try to put all my efforts and focus into it. So I just want to make it super clear because a lot of people came in the comments when, you know, these rumors first surfaced and they were worried about the quality. They said, oh, does this mean that the Kayali quality is going to go down? We've seen this happen before, but I just want to make it very clear that that absolutely won't happen. Not under my watch, never ever. If anything, I want to raise the bar as much as possible. I want to improve. We're always listening to your feedback. Like when we get feedback on everything, we're like, how do we fix this? How do we make things better? So you're going to see a lot of improvements. You're going to see more focused. You're going to see hopefully a lot more just improvements across the line. I could talk all day.
I'm sad to see Huda Beauty and Kayali separate on so many levels, but on many levels I'm very happy as well because it's been difficult for our teams to manage two very fast growing brands. Like imagine you have like one day job and then you have a night job and both of them are very demanding. That's been what
and
it's like.
Sisters chasing you. It's like even worse.
It's been not the easiest thing, and then you know the fact that we are sisters, it becomes challenging because you know I feel like sometimes I don't have a sister. You know, I have a business partner who's some ways like we're competing for these people's attention and we can't, it's just not healthy. So Huda Beauty's been like the operator of Kayali. You know, Huda Beauty's like all the creativity, all the marketing, all the social comes from Mona and her team. But Huda Beauty's been doing a lot of the operational things. So now, you know, we've been slowly handing things over as they've been building out the team. What I'm so happy and proud of Mona to see is like she's just been growing over the past few years more and more into this role, and every time she takes on more responsibility within this role, the brand flourishes even more. I'm so excited to see you like in that position, just really bringing your vision to life. You know, I truly do believe that you have such a huge vision for the fragrance industry, and I do feel in some ways Huda Beauty's been holding her back. I have held you back, and it's not because I don't believe in your vision. It's because we can't do that. You know, we can't do that for two crazy founders. It has to be like one crazy founder.
You're crazy.
I know, that's what I'm saying. No, you're crazy. Believe it or not, you're crazy. And no, you're crazy. You have crazy, but that's part of your genius, you know. But I'm so excited to see Mona, you know, bring her vision to life really like limitlessly. Nobody holding her back, especially herself, not holding herself back too. And I'm really excited for that. I love you.
I love you too.
I'm proud of you. It's so insane to see what you're doing and to see what you're gonna do. And you know, you're having such an impact on the world. And you know what's really cool is yes, you're like making fragrance better and you're making people smell more delicious around the world and you're giving them more confidence through the way they smell. But you're also showing so many young founders out there who have dreams of starting a brand but always leave it to the big companies that they can do it too. That's really cool.
Stop being so sweet. This year is going to be a very exciting year, and we're finally going to get our own website. So stay tuned, kayali.com.
Oh, you're leaving me officially.
Soon. That's been something we've been waiting for a very long time. So it will happen this year. We'll update you guys closer to the date on like when. But we just want to give you a better, more customized Kayali experience.
Watch this badass woman. Watch her. She's doing amazing things,
Thank
more
you.
amazing than anybody knows, and she's going to continue it. I love you guys.
Now, I honestly, I feel like this had to be done. In order for Huda Beauty and Kayali to survive in this atmosphere and for them to get more money put into it, this is something that had to be done. Which is going to be great because I think it's going to alleviate some of the pressure from Huda that she would allocate money for Kayali. And I think that now that Kayali is his own thing and has proven numbers and fan base, that they could then have investors for themselves and they both can flourish and see what happens. So they're two different entities now, not under the same thing. So this is going to be interesting. I wonder what Mona Katan has up their sleeve, and I wonder what Huda Beauty is going to do next now that she has like more wiggle room to do stuff. So we'll see. I think this had to be done, especially in today's time. Okay. Now, Trisha Paytas got scammed. She wanted a pair of boots, and she's going on tour. So she wanted some boots that resembled Sabrina Carpenter boots. She ended up getting boots that look like this, and then she went online to expose the scammer. So here's what Trisha Paytas had to say.
Incoming rant. I don't know the last time you've ranted publicly because I don't believe in ranting. If you can't fix something, if something's out of your control, then what's the point of spending an ounce of energy onto it? But I am beyond frustrated. Now, I'm not going to say the name of this small business. I'm not going to give clues. I cropped everything out in our messages that I'm about to show. I've worked with this small business a few times and they've delivered spectacular work, spectacular custom items that are just beautiful. Very expensive, but very beautiful. And for custom work that's like amazing and they replicate, like it's worth it. Okay. I leave for tour in a few days. So if you see me with Cat sneakers on stage, it's because these were my one boot I had for the entire show. I was like banking everything on this boot because I wanted to be comfy, okay? This is the boot I wanted. If you look closely, this is Meghan Trainor. Obsessed with her, what a queen. These look like Givenchy boots, but basically it's like a boot cover with sneakers. And I thought, so genius. You guys know the Givenchy boots do not fit my calf, and a sneaker would be so comfortable on stage. Okay, so I reached out to this person who's done custom stuff for me before, and I was like, hey, I have an 18-inch width around my calf. And anyways, this was the breakdown. She can do the sneakers for $490 and customize leg warmers for $14.99, $2,000 total. This is a really important part to note. She's breaking down what Meghan Trainor basically did. There's me talking about me, my wide calf, 18-inch, and she's saying she has a thicker base sneaker with a leg warmer, and then a rhinestone leg warmer type leather. Remember that. Rhinestone leg warmer type leather. Slide on before the sneakers. They're two separate pieces. Blah, blah, blah. This is what came today. This is what came. It's just wrinkly. It's giving Halloween costume cover your boot type thing. It's very flimsy. It's not leather. I took it to my blinged up person and they just cannot do the rhinestone because it will literally just crumble. And the person who made these admitted to that in the DMs. They're like, oh, well, we couldn't do rhinestone because she's offering to like redo a boot that's already made to cover in rhinestones. And I'm like, okay, but there's no boot that fits my calf. That was the whole point of getting custom made. And I said, why didn't you do the rhinestones to begin with? That's what we talked about. And then she had said in the message, like, oh, it'll like fall off the boot. The glitter, it's just all glitter boot. It just came off as soon as I touched the boot. It really was just spray paint and glitter. She's saying she used high quality materials for the design. Okay. This is where she's asking if there's a boot that fits my calf that she could bedazzle. I was like, no, nothing fits my calf because I have a fat calf. For reference, I had these boots made by Blinged Up, fully rhinestone custom boot for $750. Okay, just for reference. Givenchy shark boot is currently at $2,100. It's a reduced price, but basically what I paid for my spray paint and glitter boot. Okay, turn the light on. This is the kicker right here. This is the kicker. This is the kicker. This is where I think I ultimately got scammed. She was talking about getting a chunky sneaker. Add some rhinestones here and there. Bad. This is the one she ordered for $100. It is Steve Madden. This is what was delivered. Okay. There it is again, okay? No rhinestones on the Steve Madden for $100. This is what I got. There's not an ounce of labor put into these. Not an ounce. Not one single rhinestone was put into these sneakers, right? Let's go back. These sneakers were $500. That's what I was charged, $500 for sneakers. So obviously we've been going back and forth all day. I asked to simply tell me the labor she did on the sneaker because she like didn't address the sneaker thing at all. I was like, these are clearly just $100 sneakers you just sent me and charged me $500 for. To which she replied, oh, there's so much labor and we don't have the money to send back. Originally, I had asked for the $400 for the shoes plus half of the boot, which would be $750 because I do have to buy new shoes. I'm on Blinked Up's on it. I'm trying to get new shoes before Thursday. It probably won't happen, but maybe for the second weekend of tour. So basically, they're just like, this is how small businesses operate. We don't just have that money sitting. I had to divide it between everyone, basically saying like everything costs $1,500 and like she would just not even have the money, $2,000 basically, because she won't even refund me for my sneakers. That everything was that cost. That there was no money pocketed, that everything was that cost for the wrinkly boot that was not made out of leather because I had someone looked at it today to rhinestone it, the spray paint, the glitter, and shoes that had no labor on it. Then she's like, I can't believe you're being so aggressive of all the successful partnerships. I'm like, I'm actually just asking for the refund on the shoes. That's it. I said, I did say it was like I felt scammed, the shoes that cost me $500 only cost $100. I don't know. I am frustrated. I'm frustrated is what I was saying. It's frustration. It's not aggression. It's frustration. Like I said, this person has been very sweet and the small business has been great. So I'm really trying to give the benefit of the doubt, but oh my God, how frustrating is it when not even a little bit of like, okay, let me just refund you for those sneakers, which is all I'm basically asking at this point. It's like, can I have like $400 back for the sneakers? You know what I mean? To like put towards these shoes. But she was offering to, like I said, buy these new like knockoff Givenchy boots. I'm like, it's not going to fit. I can like white them to 18 inch and then rhinestone those. So I was like, can you just like send me what you would pay towards that and send it to me so I could buy new shoes? Like, that's all I'm asking. And again, I get it. Like, I love small business. I love supporting small businesses. So I understand what she means. Like, it's the money could be tied up or spent. But I also know how much I paid her in the past for every business upcharges. That's the business for labor, especially like bling, like rhinestones. Like, they do charge a crazy amount. Okay, I've spent $5,000 for like one item on this with this person for a pair of shoes before in the past. Like, okay, like there has to be $400 in there. And I know everyone might be like, okay, Trish, like you're rich, you can eat. I can't. This tour, I'm paying a lot of people. There's like 10 people coming on tour with me. The costumes for the dancers, the costumes for me, the music production, like it costs money. And I'm trying to make money too. And at the end of the day, my last tours, I've always broke even because of the situation. People asking for more, people asking for this, people not coming through. And then I'm paying double because like someone can't do something. And it's just, it's frustrating. And it's super frustrating to be like, I can't believe you're being this way with me. I can't believe how aggressive you're being. I'm like, I just want a refund. Because I kept telling her, like, the show is Thursday. There's no way, she lives in a different state. There's no way you can make this happen by Thursday. And at this point, I was just saying, I don't know if I trust it to happen because I fully trusted these boots would come through and they're horrible. Like, I can't wear them. Like, I just can't. So I know this is first world problems. I just wanted to rant, vent, and put out my frustrations. And like I said, I can literally go out there in my Ked shoes and people will like love it. So it's not the end of the world. I just am like, this is the second time I've been scammed by a small business where I send the money up front. And I guess scam is a strong word. I do feel a little scammed by those Steve Madden shoes. I'm not going to lie. Because I was like, okay, maybe like one rhinestone would have been. 2 rhinestones. Okay, put something. But it happened before. And as other designer for a dress, I paid $2,000 and never got the refund. And I just don't get it. And I have that person I've been DMing every week for literally the past year and a half. I'm just like, can you send me the materials? Can you send me this? Can you send me something? Like, but I just like let it go. And I'm letting this go officially tonight, letting it go. I'm not seeing a refund. I paid $500 for Steve Madden sneakers. I would just say this. I'm not trying to put anyone on blast, okay? I would just say pay half up front and half when you get the product. This is a lesson I should probably learn because a lot of these places will ask for full upfront. I get they're trying to protect themselves, but you got to protect you, and myself included. So just that's the cautionary tale from all this. Okay. Like, there's no way anyone's gonna find out who this is. I work with small businesses from Etsy, from Instagram, like all the time, okay? If by some chance you know this person or this person, I don't know, I don't want a response. I don't want a back and forth. I'm not calling anyone out. I'm leaving it alone at this point. Keep the $2,000. Just, it's bad business karma, okay? I'm not the karma police, but I just know I've been in this situation before, and it's not good. It's not good business karma. It's not good for your personal karma. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's just be fair. And I thought the fair thing to do was just $400 on those sneakers. Y'all, I have kids. I hustle hard. You guys know I'm doing like every sort of hustle I can, like, to make money. I'm not this multi-millionaire, okay? Like, I don't have millions in my bank account. Just be smart. Just be smart. Okay, so I was not expecting this to blow up as much as it did. Honestly, I just felt really gaslit that whole day into thinking like I was in the wrong somehow. So I'm glad I brought it to social media, so I just didn't feel crazy. That's really why I did it. And then also just a word of warning: when you work with anybody, you should only pay half up front and then half when you get your completed product. That's kind of where it was coming from. Just frustration, being gaslit, and maybe a lesson learned, okay? The short update, I did get the $400 back. You guys know the sneaker situation. Basically, they were $100 Steve Madden shoes being sent to me, nothing bedazzled. I hadn't gotten a response all day. And then when I finally posted the video, they're like, oh, it was an oversight. And then they're like, what's your, Zelle email? So I did get a $400 refund. I didn't get a refund on the little wrinkly glitter boots. That cost me $1,500. But honestly, I'll take the $400 at this point. This was basically the response I got after I posted the thing. The top's kind of cut out because I didn't want to put her like Instagram stuff in there. But she's just like, I'm disappointed to see the rant. You can pause to read if you want. Literally said, keep the money. I just didn't want the energy. I was just like, can you please just stop contacting me? Like, I don't want this energy. There were so many conversations back and forth. Basically the whole day, she was just not trying to give me a refund. She was trying to be like, no, I was going to give you a refund, but I was just trying to figure out how much. I'm not going to pay you out of pocket. I was like, girl, I wasn't asking for out of pocket, just that $400, you know what I mean? And yeah, I would have liked a refund on like half the boot because I just can't wear it, and it's just not what was promised. A custom leather rhinestone leg warmer was promised, and I got wrinkly paper. But that's besides the point. I never told her information. I said that too. I said, I'm not trying to like ruin your business. I'm not trying to ruin you. I'm frustrated. You said we had this good relationship and this good like previous work relationship where you provided great service for me. I paid $5,000 for these items. Like in that sense, I would also love the same like kind of like respect that we've worked so well together in the past to be like, yeah, whatever I can do to fix it. All I was asking from the get is a refund. And there's so many conversations where she was trying to do anything but a refund. It was just so much like, let me buy a boot and just rhinestone the boot for you. And I was like, okay, there's so many like levels to that. The boot won't fit my wide foot, my wide calf. It's a boot. It won't have a sneaker. Like that was never, the whole point was coming to you to get the 18-inch custom, thing for my thing, whatever. Just trying everything not to fix. And then she's like, no, I was always going to give you a refund. And I was just like, okay, whatever. And at that point, I was just like, just keep the money, which I showed. I was like, just keep it. I don't even want it. I don't even want the $400 at this point because, like, what is happening? But even after I posted, she's just, like, so mad that I posted the thing. And I was just like, okay, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you just make me feel like I'm just, like, in the wrong for everything. That's the update. Everyone was asking. I felt like I shouldn't, like, move forward without talking about the update. Anyways, that's done. Positive update. I'm on tour starting Thursday. I'll be in Indianapolis, then we're going to Detroit, and then 2 nights in Toronto. I'm super excited about it. Also, big exciting update today, big announcement today. World Pride announced their lineup, and there's my name. I'm right there. I'm performing at World Pride at Washington, D.C. this year. I'm super excited. I never performed a Pride, much less a World Pride, and it'll be right at the end of our tour. So I'm super excited to see you all. Headliners, J-Lo, Troye Sivan. We also have Paris Hilton. Also my girl Slater right here. Okay, Sasha Colby. Oh, it's good. Oh, RuPaul. It's a lineup. Okay. And here's my official World Pride Music Festival poster. So,
all right, Jeffree Star has went as far as to expose some of his ex-friends on TikTok. Now, specifically, he names them. He says Crystal Rabbit and Queen is who he names, and his friend Barb's backed him up on it, saying that clout is a D-R-U-G. So here's what Jeffree Star had to say about his ex-friends. Here we go.
Never trusted anyone. I allowed myself to open up and trust again. And even though it backfired on me and Barb's, and even though Crystal and Queen were two of the fakest, ugliest human beings I've ever met in my life, those two whores have the darkest souls. The darkest. You two girls don't even know what loyalty is. You are horrible actresses, and me and Barb sniffed it out! And then we spit you out like dirt. And guess what? Y'all never ranked again without us. You used us for money, you used us for attention, and me and Barb spit you right out. You never had a real friendship with us. Never! But that's okay, because opening up my heart again and allowing myself to make new friendships brought me Barb's, Paul Dow, Xtina, Bobby Joe, real ass people that I have connections with. Worth it. Was it? Mine before in the past? Oh girl, I have ripped them to shreds. I took it too far, whatever that means. Where I wish, let me give y'all some advice. I wish I could take back some of the actions I did in the YouTube era and just not involve myself around all those toxic people. But I immersed myself in too much drama. I got caught up in the bullshit. I let people that I thought I loved and trusted get into my mind. I was weak, because A, I'm just a human, and B, I thought they had my back. But that's okay, that's how you grow. Yes, Hypnotic. That's how we grow, right? So let's listen a little bit more before we speak. When you're in an argument with someone, even if it's on live, right, or in the real world, we're all so quick to, well, fuck you, and breathe, bitch. Even if you have to leave the room. Even if you have to hang up on someone. Don't say things that you don't. No, let me rephrase that. Don't say things you're gonna regret later, because I've done that so many times, right? Don't get slick at the mouth and say things you can't take back, okay? That's a big one. And why am I saying that? Because I had a hard time walking away, and I made the same mistake over and over and over. But I had people surrounding me that did not have my best interest. But at the end of the day, I'm the only one that holds me accountable. I'm the only one that controls this. But I was weak. And I let some of my old friends get the best of me. And when I would be cussing people out on Snapchat and thinking that I was defending me or them or whatever, I should have just turned the phone off and put it down. The tongue is so powerful. Yes. Yep, we repeat cycles until we learn.
Now, if you made it this far in the video, I would really appreciate you if you drop a like, leave a comment, because I can't get a like, same comment on this one, girl. But anyways, I'll let you guys go. Let me know what you think about this drama in the comments down below. There's gonna be a lot of drama, honey. All right, see you later. Bye. Mwah.